There's where we've been, Redwoods. That's what we've been doing. Gentle forestry mulching, nature trails, cleaning this old fence line up. Got a ways to go, but look at her. You just saw an example of what Redwood's redemption is for me. You see around those trees? This is just me working around the trees, pulling away the vines so it doesn't choke out the tree. You gotta get you some rubber boots to protect your feet. But at first, if all you're doing is, let's say you just want to walk on the trails, you won't need all that. You won't need anything except yourself. But I would like you to join me here at Redwoods, April 17th, 2024. Been working around these 2 or 3 trees. Look at that tree just wrapped around there. It's gonna find a way. That's what Redwoods is about. So for me, you saw the physical activity. You're constantly moving around on your feet. It feels, I love it. I don't listen to music. It's just me. I listen to the birds. That's what I'd like you to do, is unplug. Like, take those earbuds out, and if it weren't for them loud cars, I guess I wouldn't appreciate these quiet times. I don't know. I complain too much about them. Brute neighbors, Henry David called them. So I was trying to be gentle in here. Been getting these, I showed you the vines cutting. I said they'll choke out this tree. Don't want that to happen. Be wearing gloves. I can touch this stuff, this poison ivy, but don't do it, because most people are gonna have a reaction. It's not fun. I say that I hadn't, luckily, I think I built up some kind of whatever, but Redwood's redemption. Making trails, forestry mulching, hiking trails, walking trails by foot, by hand. No engines, no oil, no gasoline, no fuel, just hand tools. But most of the time it's my feet and my hands picking up stuff. Get a good glove. Protect your hands, protect your feet. We're in the Idaho field. Redwood's Redemption, the Idaho field in Tennessee. We save the good stuff, that's why we do it. You don't need any more tracks than this right here. What's gonna happen when the machine comes through here is gonna do just that. But it's gonna destroy the stuff you want to keep. Like, time and pressure is all it is. Time and pressure. Obviously the machines is instant. We want to get away from that instant. I want to take time. See, I'm gentle around this tree here. It's gonna be a nice little spot. It already is. I'm just making it where other people can come back here and not get bit by a tick or a snake or something. Remember, we move these leaves out of the way because you wanna know what a copperhead looks like. If it was laying in there in them leaves, you wouldn't be able to see it. A pretty snake, but deadly. I tell them before I get started, I tell them to everybody move on out the back. And this is not a spot they're gonna they might be hunting over here when it's dark, but this is not a spot they're gonna live. You see the old fence line, over 100 years old. They knew what they were doing back then. Just think they didn't rush the job. Because don't see it as work. This isn't. I'm so grateful I have this time. That's why I go to bed early, so I can get up when it's still dark. To me, the best time is when the moon is still up and the sun is coming up at the same time, where it's light, but the sun hadn't risen yet. You got to try it out. Step one, get outside. Step one, get outside. It's a beautiful thing to be able to do that. One day you won't be able to. It might be tomorrow. And look up and breathe. Redwood's Redemption, combining nature and just really getting out in nature, and maybe get together with others or unplug from everything and just come. This is a little project for me that it's sharing with you. It's an act of love. I want you to come walk the trails. I want you to come be a part of it. Maybe it's just 20 minutes. Maybe you get outside for 20 minutes. If you don't have a place to get outside, let me know down below. Redwood's Redemption, the alternative. The alternative. We are not against the current mental health situation. We're not against the pharmaceutical. This is rather an addition or an alternative. I know that if I would have, before when I was younger, it was work, so I didn't see it. I took it for granted. So I grew up on a farm, so I took it for granted. But now I just can't get enough time. And that's the story of Redwoods for me. We're over here on the west line, clearing off this fence row. Listen to these birds, looking up at the leaves, springtime. It's about to be real green. Time and pressure. Little things add up, good and bad. Little things. Maybe it's just one problem a day, one issue a day. Get it up by the root. I hope to see y'all walking. I hope to see y'all coming. I hope to be working and look up and see you. And you're back here, coming back here. It's only 2 miles from a major interstate, 1 mile from an airport, 3 trips to Atlanta per day. Idaho Field in Tennessee, here at Redwoods Redemption. Redwoods need you. You can't rescue the trees and the animals and such if you don't. Just think an animal rescue has to have people. Who's gonna join? Get outside if you can. Unplug, breathe, look up. Get out in nature. You don't have to go live in a cabin. Nobody's saying that. You can if you want to. I definitely wouldn't be against it. I'm just talking about maybe it's 20 minutes. Your first time is just 20 minutes out there. I hear some people, I ask them, maybe they ask for help, they have a question. I say, will you get outside with me? And they don't want to get outside. They say they don't like it, but they've never even done it. Balance. Little things add up. Redwoods Redemption. We need you. Redwoods need you. You are Redwoods. This is an alternative. An example would be 132 people a day in the United States will not be here tomorrow by their choosing. I'm asking you to try something. I'm asking you to try something. Redwoods Redemption.